Okay, so you were handed a square in class, and what we're going to do is we're going to enlarge this little square. You were hopefully given 2 in class. You are going to want to grab your soft pencil and maybe an eraser and a smudging tool. And what you're going to do is, if you want to grid it, if it's going to help you, draw an X through in pencil. Pencil tends to shine. I will say that ballpoint doesn't tend to shine, so you can see it a little bit better. Ballpoint tends to absorb right into it, and you can lose it really easily. So I suggest you do it in pencil. Before you start, if you don't mind, go to the back, and would you record the square? Because this is a group effort. They're all going to kind of look alike unless you were handed an eyeball or something. You're not going to know what portion of the picture you got. So please make sure you label it. Go ahead, put that X on, and then would you not quietly, but really faintly put your framework on your enlarged square, okay? And then what you're going to do is just go through and identify for yourself different value shapes, and they, again, are not going to make sense. Just make sure you know which way is up. I'm turning mine sideways. I've got a little dark shape in the corner. Let's see if the lighting, I don't know if the lighting's going to help or not. Yeah, so there's that little dark shape in there. And so I can go in, I'm looking at how far it goes to I've got to really make sure I'm not getting too, I'm going to go on the side of my pencil. And just draw it in. And I'm going to kind of go in the direction of what I see. Let it run off the page. You may even want to put like a blotter sheet, something behind it, so you don't get, just take a piece of paper. And that when you rub on off the side, it's going to land on the paper, not on your table. Especially if it's your dining room table. Your mom's not going to appreciate that. This has a lot of texture to it. If it's a light shape, leave it a light shape. But look especially for those dark shapes. Again, it's a whole lot of fuzz, right? But look for those dark shapes. I see a dark shape in the corner here. Boy, it goes all the way through to here. Okay, so I'm finding it. I'm giving it its parameters. I'm just kind of rubbing it out. And then I'll go ahead and move it so I can see it as I draw it. It's going to be just very messy, guys. I mean, I'm so sorry. I pick up make sure you don't pick up a rubbing like I did. And it's okay if you draw on this, obviously. And then try to make sure you match the value. Okay, it's just like, it's a little bit heavier around the rim, and it's lighter in the middle. Now I know this doesn't look like much, but when you line this up to the neighbor's square, and it's dark in this area, and of course you stand back, and we put them together, they're going to match up, and they're going to look really cool. So make sure you're looking for directional fur. Okay, you can see that it would not be cool if you just scribbled randomly, even though you might be tempted to. But I think you'll notice that it has a bit of a direction to it. There is, obviously not to give it away, but it does have fur. So you are looking to see which direction that fur is in. Some of you have finer details than that, but that is in general what you're doing. So look for those dark shapes. Again, it's almost like drawing clouds. You're looking for dark shapes, you're looking for light shapes, and you're just going to have a whole lot of texture. And that's it. But make sure you meet the edges and fill the whole, fill the whole thing in, both of them, the ones you're given. If you got more than that, obviously do more than that. But okay, let me know if you have any questions. Thanks.